Learn English Classroom presents People at Work, Module 2, Lesson 8. Use, have, or has, plus prepositions of place. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about work using have or has. People have things. We will learn about prepositions of place like in, at, for. We will practice dialogue. Before you watch this video, make sure you watch this week's vital vocabulary about daily routines. We talk about action verbs and how they are used in grammar called simple present tense. Have is an auxiliary verb, similar to the be verbs is and are, also do and does. These three sets of auxiliary verbs will be used in combination with other verbs later to create the present perfect and past perfect tenses. That's going to be a lot later when we work on intermediate grammar. Using have or has. The words have or has show ownership or requirements. People have many things. He has a report. She has a new email. They have a presentation to attend. Some pronouns use have and some pronouns use has. Based on these sentences, do you know whether we use have or has with the pronouns she and it? I have a cat. I have a blue hijab. I have a job teaching English. I have a YouTube channel. He has blue eyes. He has a favorite game. It's hide in a box. He has fluffy paws and sharp claws. Do you know whether we use have or has with the pronouns she and it? Pronouns plus have. The pronouns I, we, you, they use have. I have a laptop. You have a smartphone. We have a meeting. They have a conference. Pronouns plus has. The pronouns he, she, and it use has. Remember that he, she, or it added s or es with action verbs. So have changes to has. He has a new tie. She has a great resume. It has a problem. Negative plus have or has. We use not after have or has to make a sentence negative. I haven't or have not got my phone. You haven't emailed the report. We haven't received a reply. They haven't decided on a new CEO. He hasn't ordered new copy paper. She hasn't copied the report. It hasn't been serviced in a while. Questions with have or has. Have can be a question word. Have comes first, then the noun or pronoun, then the verb. Have you asked for a raise? Have these companies tried recycling? Have we found a solution? Has the boss come in yet? Has Ms. Green called about the payroll? So I want to point out that the verb is a past tense verb. If these free English lessons are valuable to you, please consider buying me a coffee by scanning this QR code. Let's get on with the lesson. Prepositions of place are words that indicate locations, similar to a GPS signal. Prepositions of place indicate where someone or something is located. They are words like under, between, out, close to, at, in or inside, above, behind, on, in front of. The words at, for, in, and on are used most often during work conversations. Do you work at a restaurant? He works for Dell. Dell is a company. They work in that building on the first floor. She works in that hotel. We work in sales, or we work in the sales department. Both are correct. Listen to this audio. What places do you hear?
Number 1. I work in an office in Paris. It's a company called Harper's.
Number 2. I work in a bookshop. It's a big bookstore. It's a nice place to work.
Number 3. I work in a big hospital in Singapore. I'm a doctor.
Number 4. I work in a hotel in Manchester. It's a small hotel, about 25 rooms.
Number 5. I'm an English teacher. I work in a school in Nigeria.
Number 6. I'm a student. Oh, but I also work in a cafe.
Listen to the audio a second time. Write down any prepositions that you hear.
Number 1. I work in an office in Paris. It's a company called Harper's.
Number 2. I work in a bookshop. It's a big bookstore. It's a nice place to work.
Number 3. I work in a big hospital in Singapore. I'm a doctor.
Number 4. I work in a hotel in Manchester. It's a small hotel, about 25 rooms.
Number 5. I'm an English teacher. I work in a school in Nigeria.
Number 6. I'm a student. Oh, but I also work in a cafe.
Listen as I answer these questions. Where do you work? I work in Malaysia. I work for Learn English Classroom. What do you do? I am a teacher. I am an entrepreneur. Now it's your turn. Fill in the blanks with your own information. Then say the sentence out loud. You can pause the video. Let's review. This slide should be familiar if you've been watching the lessons, except for we have added have and has with the pronouns. So the pronouns he, she, and it use has. It has the S. We, they, you, and I use have. Let's review prepositions of place. These words are used often when giving directions. We will practice more with prepositions of place, so it is good to become familiar with them. I often ask students in the classroom to get a box and a ball, then have another student move the ball while that student creates sentences about the ball's location. For example, the ball is under the box, the ball is between the box and my coffee cup. Practice this on your own so that you can get faster and faster with this sentence drill. Notice that the cat is under the box. The bird is between the two boxes. The cat is out of the box or close to the box. The cat is in or inside the box. The bird is flying above the box. The cat is behind the box. The bird is on the box. And the cat is in front of the box. Vocabulary. These are the words that we used in this video. Please write these words and their meaning in your own language. Location is the place. Work is the thing you do to make money. A resume is a document you give to an employer to get a job, which lists your education and previous work history. A report is data gathered about something, usually a company or person. A conference is a meeting or assembly of people in the community that have the same type of company, goals, or agenda. A meeting is an assembly of people for a specific purpose. A copy machine is an electronic device that duplicates printed documents. An office is a place where work or business is conducted. A company is an entity formed by people for the purpose of commerce, and commerce is business. An entrepreneur is a person who starts their own business. Listen to me complete these sentences, then write your own answers to the sentence and say them out loud. Where do you work? I work at Learn English Classroom. I work in my home office. What do you do? I am a teacher. Now pause the video and complete the sentences for yourself and say them out loud. Thank you for visiting the Learn English Classroom. Please like and subscribe to these videos. It really helps the algorithm. If you can't buy me a coffee, other ways you can support these free lessons are by sharing the videos or commenting on these lessons.